Ministry School. We're located halfway between Death Valley and Las Vegas. There it is. Halfway between Joshua Tree and Area 51 in the Mojave Desert of the Southwest United States.
Today is Saturday, September 26, 2020. For those of you who've been with us for a while, I'm pleased to say that I think we have finally gotten rid of our stream problems today. We've upgraded just about all of our equipment in order to try and get rid of this crazy problem we've been having, and it's just about done. We'll find out by the end of the stream, but everything looks good. The ancient magic ritual you're about to experience is unique in the world. Written and performed from the first-person perspective of Jesus of Nazareth, this rite comes from the Bruce Codex, an ancient Christian manuscript rediscovered beneath the sands of Egypt in 1769 that purports to contain the secret teachings of Jesus to his disciples in two lost books of the Bible, the first and second books of Yahweh. I'm Reverend David Griffin.
I'm Reverend Leslie McQuaid.
And this is the Lost Magic of Jesus Revival with our new Studio 2.0.
We'll wait just a moment for the sun to complete its rising. The sun is the dispenser of light to the earth. May the living light of the God force inflame our souls with abundant life.
Our destiny lies amongst the stars, and to the stars humanity shall ascend.
Take a nice deep breath and feel into your body. Breathe deeply. Feel how each breath moves you. And as you are breathing deeply and feeling deeply into each and every part of yourself, visualize yourself as the tree of life, however it is you imagine that tree to be, and grow your branches up high into alpha sky. Drive your roots down deep into omega earth. I call on you in the east, Alpha. I call on you in the west, Omega. I call on you in the north, Alpha. I call on you in the south, Omega.
Alpha.
Et Omega.
The beginning.
And the end.
The path of the age between. Sunrise.
And sunset.
And the path of the sun between. Birth.
And death.
And the path of life between. Alpha.
Omega.
Once again, we gather here at Columnhenge. Thank you for joining us, our wonderful international congregation this morning. People joining us from all around the world, the far corners of the earth, and also at various times throughout the day, because although it's sunrise now in Nevada, it's still the middle of the night in Tokyo. And all around the world, it's sunrise somewhere. Therefore, we rebroadcast this ritual every hour on the hour throughout the day. And over the course of the day and around the world, there are actually quite a substantial number of us gathering for this ritual every day, when all in all is added together across platforms. And we're growing. That's the good news. So be sure to tell your friends about this rite. Every single day we're here at the same time, and we do broadcast every hour on the hour after that, all around the clock. So reaching out with the energy of our energetic souls, we reconnect with the invisible God force energy all around us. And reconnecting with this divine life energy, we call upon the angels in the invisible, watchers of the seventh treasury of light. Attend. Io I Ae. Io I Ae. Oe Ai. Oe Ai. Eo Ae A A A. Eo Ae A. Let the watchers withdraw as we enter into the seventh treasury of light. And there are 12 heads in my Father's treasury, and these are the names that are in the places when they sing praises to my Father, and he gives light power to them. O bright and shining angel, head in the place of the east, we call upon you by your secret name, Io Nazeo. Io Nazeo. O Nazoei. O Nazoei. Ea ze o zeia. Ea ze o zeia. Tho na ma o. Tho na ma o. Ibrahis a eia. Ibrahis a eia. Ba'o hazaio. Ba'o hazaio. O zaioa. O zaioa. Etho eo zai oi. Ethoe ozai. Zanazahoza. Zanazahoza. Foxaia. Foxaia. Ia ei ozo ae. Ia ei ozo ae. Ao ize a ai. Ao ize a ai. And so we completed our journey through the places, invoking each of the 12 mighty angels, each in its proper place, using their ancient names left to us by the Master Jesus of Nazareth. Master Abaramento. O Father of the seventh treasure of light, by your cipher and by your name, we invoke you. Zizao. Zizao. Let the divine light descend. It is the intention of this ritual, as it is every single day, to establish human freedom worldwide.
Human freedom worldwide!
Today I begin with a special request of the angels. O mighty and shining ones, I ask that today, on this day, that you protect former Staff Sergeant Joe Biggs and his fellow patriots as they go into harm's way to protect our freedoms in America. Protect Joe Biggs.
Protect Joe Biggs and his troops.
Restore the purity of our air.
Restore the purity of our air.
Restore the purity of our water.
Restore the purity of our water.
Restore the purity of our food.
Restore the purity of our food.
Restore the purity of our water.
Restore the purity of our medicines.
May all who search for the abundant life promised by the Master Jesus come to discover the ways of the God force and how to flood their energetic souls with it. Set my people free.
Set my people free!
Protect Homo sapiens from extinction.
Protect Homo sapiens from extinction.
Protect the integrity of our genetic code.
Protect the integrity of Homo sapiens' genetic code.
And in that day when death comes calling to each and every one of us, may we shed this physical body like a serpent sheds its skin and rise triumphant into the kingdom of light. All these things we ask in the name of the living Jesus. Amen.
Amen.
We have your back, Sergeant Briggs.
So mote it be. Take a moment now to again Feel into your body. This ancient magical rite we're doing helps bring more God Force energy into your body. As you have more God Force energy, so you have more capacity to endure. Endurance, the capacity to have a long lifespan, to endure, to keep going. This is critically important. We test endurance in so many ways on this earth. The most spectacular are the marathon runners, those who can run for tens of miles without stopping because their endurance is great. Another thing that's great about these marathon runners is that they are steeped in God Force. I've been reading the biographies of marathon runners lately because I'm curious to know, how do they do it? How do they keep going when their body begins to fail? They do so with force of will. Their willpower is so strong that they force themselves to do this. They have set for themselves a goal, and they have made this goal ironclad. And they have made a dedication to themselves that they will accomplish this thing. They will accomplish this thing that they have set out to do. And these marathon runners, they run uphill, downhill, in rain, in fog, in the Mojave Desert, and at the top of Mount Charleston. These marathon runners understand the value of will, the power of will, and what it takes to fortify and strengthen your will. We are all getting ready for a marathon we never thought we'd have to run. And so there's a lot of us who haven't trained. But there are those who have trained. And those methods are easy. Your will can be as strong as the runner of any marathon, because you have that secret ingredient. It is God Force that strengthens your will in this way. When you breathe in God Force energy, you add energy to your will. And your will is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Maybe in the beginning your willpower isn't so strong. Maybe it's hard for you to even say no to that second soda. But strengthen your will. And when the time comes to reject that which does not fit, when it is your will to say this and no more, then you breathe in God Force to strengthen your will, to strengthen your decision. Each breath of God Force energy is a golden, glittering brick you build in the wall of your foundation for your future. Build your foundation strong. Build your willpower. Exercise your will. And fill this will to overflowing with the glory and power of God Force.
Final request of the angels before we close. Protect us here in America and grant us a free and fair election here in 2020. Expose all cheaters and all of those who would seek to rig the elections. May those who seek to cheat and steal our votes instead be hoisted by their own petard and exposed for the odious liars which they are. And here in America especially, protect us from civil war. Protect us from civil war. Protect the American Republic. Amen. If you'd like to know more about this ritual, be sure to drop by and visit us at our website at alphaomega.church. If you haven't downloaded it yet, be sure to download our ebook, Was Jesus Secretly a Magician? It gives you the 3 lost baptisms of Christ and a lot more. It tells you a lot what the lost magic of Jesus is all about and how it was preserved and how it was returned to us by a miracle of God. Another important reason to download that ebook is that by doing so, you'll get on our mailing list. As we get closer to the election and things get stranger and stranger, there is no guarantee that this broadcast will be able to continue. There are places in the world, China notably, where already the free exercise of religion is extremely prohibited. Only those churches approved by the Chinese Communist Party are allowed to meet. So far, we still have freedom of religion in America, although every day those freedoms are eroded further. Here in Nevada, we're still suffering under a 50-person congregation limit imposed by a tyrannical government overreach. We ask that you protect freedom of religion in America. But it's very important that you get onto our mailing list, because if this broadcast is no longer allowed on the major social media platforms